How are you guys doing? It is October 2nd. Wait a minute, I think it's already midnight, so it's October 3rd. And I am just doing your read. Many apologies. However, guys, it has been one heck of a weekend between fighting a sinus infection, taking care of 2 kids with a stomach virus, and now I'm having to call in today. It's Monday. And now I think I'm catching the stomach virus. So if there's some pauses in the video, I strongly apologize. However, we are going to get through this read and we're going to get you the information that you need to have for the month of October. Okie dokie. So, let's begin. Before us, we have the Shamans Oracle by John Matthews and Will Kinghan with the spirit of empowerment. And this is the spirit that is walking with you this month, Cancers. You are being uplifted for great things. Believe in yourself. Trust your intuitive gifts because they are whispers of wisdom. To be disempowered is to feel weakened, drained, and it's a reflection of modern life that we can so often feel this way. Happens all the time, right? The spirit of empowerment ignites vital energy within us, changing our minds with the tenacity and determination to succeed in all we do, and making us believe that any achievement lies within our grasp. And you see the little hand, and he's holding up like a little entity, like a little vulture man. And he's like, yeah, we got this. I got you in the palm of my hand. It's almost like a great God is holding you up, showing you that you are empowered for greatness. So feelings of strength, positive energy, pump the positivity, belief in the self restored, enlightenment, and a sense of becoming and being your true self. This is authenticity to the highest degree. Okay, Cancers? So I feel like this message is all about lifting you up. So I jumped right into that without even saying thank you, guys. So thank you very much for supporting me, for supporting the channel, for just communication, for the likes, the shares, subscribes, the love, the emails, keeping me informed of what's going on in your life. Yes, I read everything. I appreciate it. I just sometimes don't get a chance to respond as often as I would like to. So with that being said, please keep it up. Don't stop. Keep it coming, okay? Also, before we get into too much of this, I wanted to let you guys know that this is a general read, so this may or may not apply to everyone. However, I hope that we can connect. I always say apply it to the part of your life that you are most, that is most in the forefront of your mind as you're watching a read. Also, don't worry if it's mid-month and you're just watching this. Hey, apply it to your situation. You never know what information is coming out for you, okay? I do believe in synchronicity. I believe that you're going to watch this at the right time. It may not be the day that it's released, but it's always going to be the right time for you. Also, if you're easily offended by foul language or content, or, bluntness, I might not be the reader for you. However, I appreciate you joining with me this long, and I wish you the best, and I hope that you find the reader for you. And for those of you that are going to stick it out with me, let's go ahead and see what the Babylonian Tarot has for us this month of October. The other video I said I was like the month of August. Lord, help me, I'm sleep deprived. Okay. Six cards for Cancers for the month of October. Show us the energy we need to be aware of. One more. Okay. Let's see what we got. This is going to be a 5-card read. Once again, if I have to pause the video, as I'm not feeling very good, I think I got the stomach virus or something going on, guys. Whew. If I stop it, I'm coming back, all right? Yeah, you're going to get your message. In the past, we had the ripping of your heart. You are at a crossroads, and it was the ending of a friendship in the past. In the present, you are riding strong. You got on that horse. You left the situation, all right? Your hidden influence is the 8 of disc reversed. And your advice is the Carib of disc reverse, but you're not, whenever the caribs come out reversed for me, it's almost like we're not really listening to what needs to be said. We hear you speaking there, carib, but we just don't want to really listen, okay? And then the possible outcome is the 9 of arrows reversed, all right? And that is taking everything very personally. The overall energy that I'm getting for you guys is the Lovers. And a lot of times with the lovers, I don't always think that, oh, you're going to meet the love of your life. A lot of the times for me, I think of the lovers as a wise decision. I think that you're going to have to make a very wise decision. Although it's a beautiful background, and I love Ishtar and Tammuz because they're the epitome of love, it's almost like a Romeo-Juliet type of situation because she throws him to the carajo. I mean, she sends him to hell. So this is when things were good. So it's about making the wise decision, all right? Basically, let's jump into this. Let's be ready to rumble, Cancers. Okay, what happened, Cancers? 2 of arrows reversed. Ugh, I didn't like it. So somebody did you dirty. This is no peace at all. This is unresolved conflict. You have been pushing some emotions down, okay? Somebody lied to you, and it just really, like, they broke off this friendship or whatever. And so you jumped off on your horse because this cycle was over with whoever it was with, and you said, let's ride out. Right? You jumped on your horse and you left. But the hidden influence, and when I say you jumped on your horse, yes, it was the best decision you could make. When I see the sun, I'm like, oh, yes. However, I'm going to tell you, sometimes when you jump on your horse and you ride out, you kind of got to watch your ego. Because the sun is very bright, and it's very like, look at me, look at me. And if you're a little bit too much of a show-off, it can end up getting you in the end. However, I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody else when I see this card. And that is the horse. The horse has got a message for you. The horse is telling you, basically, that you need to go for your freedom, and you need to break free from something. You need a Wilson Phillips. Break free from the chains. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to. You just listen to the song, all right? That's how I feel like you're running away from the situation that did you wrong, okay? You Wilson Phillips yourself out of the situation, and you are riding high on your horse. This is also, Shamash was all about justice. He was all about equality and balance. And so I'm feeling like you're trying to balance these things that are happening around you. So you got some bullshit on one side with this fake ass friend, and then you got some bullshit on the other side where you're just like, you're just tired of the situation. You're ready for something new, but you're just like, remember that commercial where you used to say, what's my motivation? What's my motivation? That's almost where you're at. You're just like, is it even freaking worth it anymore? And the answer is yes, my friend. It's always worth it. All right? So, back to the sun. This is good health. This is success. I do feel like for some, this might be a marriage, even though it looks kind of like scary. There might be the coming of a new love and a marriage possibility. Because the sun is about your time in the sun and being proud and those things like that. This is also birth. This is happiness, joy, pleasure. And this is at the very present moment, okay? Now, let's look at this 8 of disc energy. That's our hidden influence. So a lot of times people, we don't like to see when we're not trying to move forward. So this is lack of ambition, not feeling fulfilled with your work. You're not satisfied with it. There might be some envy and jealousy from others. Because you see that man with a telescope? Let's get closer. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. See how he's kind of like peeping over there? And he's got a little telescope and someone's taking notes? That's that envy and jealousy. That's somebody. Who's that peeping in my window? Right. Yep, that's somebody peeping in your window. And this is someone being overly critical. Okay? So that's the hidden influence behind the situation. Because, I mean, you're really trying to be positive. You're really trying to make that move. And, my goodness. And do the do, right? You're really trying to break through that. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. But there's something that's just, it's like, you remember in the cartoons when there was like that diabolical evil person laughing in the background? I almost feel like you have that going on. Like somebody does not want to see you succeed. And whoever they are, and even if it's yourself because you're unwilling to learn new skills, the thing is there's a reason why. And it could be because you're still hurt from the past situation. And even though you're trying to pretend, and like they say, fake it till you make it, and you're riding out and you're trying to do your best, it doesn't mean that those thoughts don't come creeping back in. All right. And Cancers, you guys, you go back in your shell, you come out, you go back, you go out, and you're very finicky. All right. So this leads us into the advice, and the advice that we're getting is from the Carib. And the Carib has something very special for us, but we're not really... Whoa! Sorry, I'm making all kinds of weird noises now. We really don't want to listen. But we have the Shaman of Foresight. And the Shaman of Foresight, I really like this card because of the hand on it. It's almost like this hand is trying to tell you something. All right? It's hindsight. It's foresight. It's being prepared, being watchful, looking ahead, interpreting the signs, guys. It's paying attention and listening to your instincts, your dreams, and your visions. I know you Cancers are very intuitive. I attribute this to the Chariot and the Hierophant because they're seekers of knowledge. And I feel like you need to be ready to go seek some knowledge, okay? It says, I prepare the way ahead, ensuring, I cannot talk tonight, ensuring that when, I can't even say it, guys, making sure, all right? I'm making sure that wherever your journey leads, you will enter into each new moment with a clear intent and true perception, okay? Like it's telling you, I got you. That's what that high five is for. Don't worry about it. Just stop what you're doing and let me lead the way, okay? Because what you're doing isn't working. That's what they're saying to you. That's what your guides are saying. Like, just stop, collaborate, and listen, all right? That's what he wants you to do. But the possible outcome right now is what we have is the 9 of Arrows. Now, the 9 of Arrows, when it's reversed, to me, it's almost like you feel so attacked. And this is like, instead of you being angry at somebody else, you're angry at yourself. You're mad at yourself. And so you're taking all of this energy on into you, okay? And this is just like self-blame and nightmares and malice and slander. And I just don't feel like that's the way it's supposed to be when you have the Sun in your read and you also have the Lovers. It doesn't make any sense to me right now. If we have such beautiful cards, why you're taking something so personal to heart. And I think that's why we need to clarify. So the Lovers, like I said, this is about making a wise choice. This is Ishtar and Tammuz. This is a union, a balance, making a good decision, developing a relationship, moving to the next level with the Sun, okay? However, we're going to see what's going on with this 8 of Discs, this hidden influence with the 8 of Discs reverse. What message you have with the 8 of Discs reversed? Oh, 3 of Wands reversed. Yeah, there is somebody watching. There's somebody in the background watching. And the reason why I say that is because look at this. You see these people right here peeping in your window. They even got the telescope on your ass. And then here's this other person watching from a distance. And this is, I don't know if this is you watching somebody. Maybe it's the person that was lying to you and you're like, I'm going to catch you. I got you. Don't worry about that. Or if it's somebody watching you, you know, because everybody's going through different things. But let me give you a little bit more on the 3 of Wands so that you don't think that I'm just making stuff up. Now, in this card, this is where Gilgamesh comes back to his city and he realizes, damn, I had it all. Everything is looking, and I'm going to read it to you. Gilgamesh stands at the hill overlooking the city of Uruk. He's admiring this great city and finally at peace with himself after his long journey. Sorry. However, it's reversed. So it's like disturbing memories, disappointments, isolation, retreat into fantasy. It's just somebody's watching and they're jealous of you, or you're jealous of them and you're watching from a distance. And this is a lack of commitment. This is like a quickie fly-by-night relationship for some. And then for others, it's like you're the one being watched and you don't even know about it. And I think that's why the Shaman of Foresight is telling you to stop. Pay attention to your surroundings. Look at what's going on. Pay attention to your dreams. You have 2 things that are talking about nightmares, okay? The 3 of Wands and the 9 of Arrows. So if you are having nightmares, pay attention to them. Do a dream analysis. You can do them online. You can do a dream spread. I love doing dream spreads. I love interpreting dreams. It is something that I've loved to do for a long time. And every dream has something significant in it. I'm going to share with you guys, and I haven't really said anything much about this because I don't like to talk about stuff like this, but I live here in Houston, and last week or so, I had the worst dream. I was actually doing a video read for somebody, and in the middle of the video read, I suddenly got so tired. I don't know what happened. I felt like this wave of energy just fly over me, and I remember looking in the video, talking to myself, y'all please don't think I'm crazy, and I told myself, it's time for you to go to bed. And then I answered myself and I said, okay. Like, weirdest crap ever. I took a shower and I went to bed, and I was sleeping so good, but around 4 a.m. I awoke with the most fearful, most panic-driven dream of my life, where I was running in a parking lot, and there was like a terrorist attack, and I could hear guns flying, like guns like going off, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I was in a parking lot, and I kept saying, why are we at this university? I've never been here before. And then we ended up in a bank, and there was like a shopping strip mall. And I remember the cars. I remember like just details of it. And I was telling my friend, let's go. And we were hiding in the bank. And this lady was like, you gotta hide because they're shooting again. You better run. They're shooting. And my friend wouldn't leave with me to get in the car. And long story short, I wake up that morning and we're headed to, I'm headed to work. It's like 6 something in the morning, and I hear that Wesleyan Street is closed down because of a shooting. I was like, oh, another crazy Houstonian shooting up because we don't want to be in traffic. I didn't think nothing of it, and I went to work, and I was telling my friend about the dream on my way to work. And then I was like, you know what, let me Google it and see what really happened. And it was a lone gunman who had went crazy in a shopping strip area, shooting up people. And some of the pictures that were coming up on the screen were like similar to my dream, and like some were exactly the same. Some of the words that I was hearing people in the interview say, this is what I was hearing in my dream, and it freaked me out. So what I'm trying to say from this big old long story that I'm wasting your time with is pay attention to your dreams and your intuition, guys, because it is trying to lead you somewhere. I haven't had a dream like this where it was so surreal in a long time. Even as a child, I used to have them, but I was told to not talk about them because when they came true, people would freak out. So I've repressed it. Don't repress those things. Keep a journal. Write things down. Think about how you felt. I was trying to analyze the dream because I thought, I was like, what does terror attack mean in your dream? What does running? And then I turned on the news and I was like, it wasn't that. I literally was dreaming something that was going to happen. And if I would have known how to harness that or known what to do with the clues that I was given in my dream, maybe something would have been different. But keep a journal. Keep those things for yourself to keep yourself in line, okay? Because your dreams are really trying to talk to you. And you had nightmares mentioned twice already with the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Arrows. Okay, so let's clarify, all right? So we clarified with the 3 of Wands for, I don't know, lost one of my train of thought was for the 8 of Discs. So yeah, someone's spying on somebody. But let's see what the advice is with the Shaman of Foresight. Is there somebody trying to give you a warning? Okay, and the warning is very important. Energy in the Shaman of Foresight. One more. Show me the energy. One more. And that's it. I wanted to make sure it was this card. It's the 9 of Wands and it's upright. So it's telling you, baby, don't stop fighting. Don't stop trying. Push through. You're going to make it. You're going to fight. You might have some scars, but you're going to make it. Whatever it is, guys, you may be changing addresses because I have these 2 9s. You are either moving on from this situation or you're actually moving. Now, the 9 of Arrows as an outcome, I'd like more information on that. Show me more. Now, remember, 9s are the signs of a cycle, like the ending of something. Like it's coming to an end with a 9. You know that it's about to be a 10. So it's almost over. Like this mental cruelty you've been doing to yourself is just about over, guys. One more. There you go, baby. That's what you needed. You are going to have the courage to walk away from a situation, whatever it is, whatever that 9 of arrows reversed is doing to you. You will have the power and the courage. Remember, you're the spirit of empowerment to get out of hell, okay? And that is your get out of hell free card, okay? You will not pass go. You will not collect $200. However, you do get out free because you are going to learn to make a wise decision. So this is Ishtar when she goes down and she faces her shadow side. So it's almost like you got to face your darkest fears right now. And it's kind of scary to do that, but you're going to be okay. You're going to be all right, Cancer, because you got this, okay? It doesn't matter what happened in the past. You're moving on. You're going to get where you need to go, and everything's going to be okay. And the reason why I say everything is going to be okay is just because there might be this like jealousy from some other side or from your side. It's telling it to stop. And you're going to stop it because you see how Gilgamesh is like walking with the head. You're going to stop because there's more to life. Oh, Lord. Oh, stomach virus, y'all. Not fun. There's more to life and there's more for you. There's so much more for you. And that courage, like I kind of see like Gilgamesh walking towards Ishtar. I feel like that's a couple walking together. Like both of y'all are going through something. And you haven't met yet. But you're going to go through what you got to go through, but she's got to go through what she's got to go through, and vice versa. And that's what's going to lead to the lovers. That's why the overall thing is the wise choice, is because there she is, Ishtar, all dressed and pretty, right? Because sometimes we know what we're made for, and like I feel like Cancers are always looking to mate with somebody. And that's super awesome. And you know you were created for a relationship, but you have to leave this behind. This spying or this jealousy or this, the lies and the nightmares and the bad thoughts and then all these bad relationships that keep coming to your forefront and coming to your mind. Those have to stop, because that's going to keep you from meeting this woman who's gone through hell just like you, and y'all are going to be able to create your own heaven on earth, your own spirit of empowerment, okay? And I know that's like kind of weird of a read to say, but that's what I'm picking up. And for some of you guys, if this is a work situation, I'm going to tell you, they are watching you, so you better do your job, okay? Stop Instagramming at work, okay? I do that a lot too. Stop trying to gossip at work. Just do your job, okay? Do your job and get the hell out when the bell rings or when the clock time's off, because you don't need to be sticking around because they are watching you. Okie dokie, Cancers. I hope that makes sense for you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm really not feeling very, very healthy right now. So let's see what the Native Spirit deck has to wrap up your read. Show me the energy that Cancer needs for the month of October. That's it. Ancient Forest. I'm going to cover up that little spy over there, because I don't like the spy. And if you're the spy, Cancer, stop. Don't spy. They're not worth it. You're so much better than that, okay? So Ancient Forest, guys. Your roots go deep, incredibly deep. Radiant healing strength is available to you and grows within you. Do not doubt your abilities, all right? You're so much more than you can possibly imagine. There's immense, unseen, but very real support around you. You are loved and cherished. You are grounded, stable, and strong as your spirit reaches high into the heavens. okay? So it talks about a tree. So a tree has to take many, many years to become strong to weather the storm. The roots have to run deep down into the earth. So this is a good time to get grounded, okay? So that you can be very resilient. Your greatest strength is silent and deep. Don't be talking all that mess. Don't talk any trash. Don't gossip in the office with nobody, okay? Because it's going to come back and get you. Your inner power is found through contemplation, reflection, and meditation. Sometimes it comes from times of growth and change, and other times it springs from surviving. That's that 9 energy right here. You're a survivor, okay? Painful situations. And yes, this 2 of arrows, that was some painful shit you went through. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that, because it was like you got your heart ripped out of you. And even though it doesn't look like it's a love situation, the fact that you have to ride out on your horse and you're like riding out and you're having to figure things out yourself, it's almost like you feel isolated and you feel alone. But this is the story, guys. You are not alone. You have people who love you and care about you, Cancer, and they're actually there to support you. So don't let your ego get in the way, and don't try to hide behind your shell, okay? This is the time to let your roots run deep and weather the storm, because you are strong enough to get what you truly want. This is going to be a month of, oh Lord, I just went back blank. Transition is what I'm feeling. This is a big month of transition with the 2 9s in your read. Like I said, it's even a 9-year. 2 9s, I do feel like you're moving out of an apartment into a home, or out of your home into an apartment, because some of y'all are going to be deciding to leave your relationships, okay? But it's going to give you the strength to weather the storm to meet the new relationship. Okie dokie. All right, my friends, I hope that was helpful and beneficial. Big hugs, lots of love. Thank you for bearing with me as I'm fighting this stomach virus, who's really getting the best of me. So hopefully, guys, I can have these to you tomorrow, because I'm calling in sick because both of my children are enjoying that stomach virus and making really great friends with it. And I think I've just made friends with it. So I might be out for a couple of days. And if you're expecting a video read, I am trying to get those out as quick as possible. Alrighty. Big hugs, lots of love. In Cancers, hold your head up high. Love true from your heart. And believe in love the way you always do. All right? Lots of love.